Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video we will cover emergency flood repair. So emergency flood repair, flash flooding is a common issue for many homeowners who live near a water source. All it takes is a large downpour for a flash flooding to become a major problem. Flooding in your home is always unfortunate, and once flooded, repairs will need to be made, including emergency flood repair. Consider protecting your home from the next flash flood with these quick tips. Know your property's water flow. During the next big storm, go outside and witness how water flows in your yard and around your house. Just this knowledge of how a flash flood will move will help you in safeguarding your home for the future. Take notes on what spots of your yard are lower than others and what side of the house needs the most help. Once you know where water would potentially enter your home, you can work to build up the dead portion of the yard in order to keep water away. If you live in a known flood plain, consider moving the electrical sockets, switches, and circuit breakers at least a foot above the highest possible flood level. Doing so will minimize the risk of shock during a flood and will also minimize the damage afterwards. Other good ideas include raising the level of the most expensive replacements in your home, like the furnace, water heater, and air conditioning units, so that they are dry if a flood does occur. Flash floods are notorious for damaging property quickly. Consider taking these steps now in order to protect your home when you need it most. If a flood does damage your home, consider calling the professional service masters at Charleston for their emergency flood repair service, and you can contact at this number. So how much do water damages services cost? How much do water damages service cost? One of reason many homeowners are hesitant to contact water damage services is that they are afraid of the price tag. The national average for the water damage restoration is around $3,000. However, some services can be a little as $500 or as high as $8,000 in some areas. This seems like a lot. However, many homeowners do not realize what is included in water damage services and how many steps are involved in the cleanup process. So, what does the water damage service include? For most flooding situations, restoring water damage will include grey water extraction, removing furniture and other belongings, cleaning carpets and floors, cleaning services, dyeing the room, and repairing any drywall and ceiling damage. Mildew and mold mitigation can also be included, but will aid to the cost of the project. Other services you may need to help finish restoration after a flood include roofers, plumbers, and carpenters. Many times during a flood, doors, windows, trim, flooring, and pipes need to be fixed or replaced. If new appliances need to be purchased, they will also add to the total cost of the restoration. This is why homeowners need to keep in mind that restoration is not only water removal and drying, but it can be much more complicated. So the other services you may need to help finish restoration after a flood include roofers, plumbers, and carpenters. Many times during a flood, doors, windows, trim, flooring, and pipes need to be fixed or replaced. If new appliances need to be purchased, they will also add to the total cost of the restoration. This is why homeowners need to keep in mind that restoration is not only about water removal and dyeing, but can be much more complicated. The hazard level of the water will also impact how much your water damage services cost. There are three categories of damage: white, gray, and black. Black level hazard is human waste from some pump failure or sewage backup will be the most expensive, while white will cost the least. Clean water cleanup such as broken pipe can cost as little a few $100 to mitigate, whereas a sewer backup or flood easily can cost more than $3,000. If you need water damage service, you can call it at this website and at this number, and the service will be provided at doorstep. So guys, if you have any query, any question related in this slide, you can ask me in the comment section. I will provide